shouldn't have humored it, but I wanted to humor it because I wanted to see if it was ever going to go anywhere or if they were just going to keep insulting. And yeah, thought it would make a good topic for a video.
Have you ever been messaged by a survivor main that is trying to insult you and be condescending, and then when you try to figure out why they're being condescending and ask for a logical explanation, they just be more condescending and insulting and change the subject? Anything to avoid an actual logical explanation? That has happened to you? Alright, cool. I was just making sure I'm not the only one. So I was playing a game here with a duo of mine, and ended up getting messaged by one of the randoms at the end. And I want to first, before we get into that, I want to show you the match. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm just going to show you little bits and pieces just for context so you know what's going on. And I want to say for the record, I did not play very well this game. And I even acknowledged that in the video. I was actually recording this as a different video about gen speed. I was using a brand new part, my teammate was using a brand new part. We were both using Prove Thyself just to see how fast we could do the gens. But that's beside the point. Anyway, that's why I was recording. But I admit later on that I wasn't playing my best, and I definitely made some mistakes. But you'll see that, and yeah, we'll get to that. So we do this generator here, me and my duo here. We get that gen done pretty quick, as you can see.
Okay, don't use, because if she were to come
skipping ahead here. Now we do this generator. Get that generator done pretty quick. We come up to the Strode house. Do this generator. That one's done. Then my teammate starts to get chased, so me and Jane do this generator. And Jane's the one that messaged me, by the way. So we do that. Right about here, a little bit before that, I start getting chased by the pig. So this is the first interaction that I have with the killer here. And it's a pretty decent chase. It's about 1 minute and 38 seconds, 1 minute and 40, give or take. And goes all through here. Now this is where I admit my first mistake.
Wow, that fucking dead hard was terrible, dude. Oh, I'm dead now.
It was a bad dead hard. Could have dead harded in a direction that wasn't straight into a wall.
Hell, dude.
But I admit it. So then she puts me on the hook, and now up here, those two teammates, they're boyfriends, by the way. They're together. They tell me that in the messages. That's how I know. So they're up here doing the last generator, and the pig is crouched behind this wall, just waiting for someone to come save me. And
I just heard.
then they get the last gen done. After that, my teammate comes to save me, and you'll see as soon as he pulls me off, boom, immediately they jump through the hatch. They escape. They had a key. Fair enough. You know, you escape through the hatch. Cool beans. So then, of course, the pig comes straight after me. This is where I make another mistake. Now, right here, this is a god window. Now, from the perspective, I'm like looking down, as you can see. My camera's not facing fully forward. If it was, I would be able to tell that this window is open. But since I'm looking down, there's shrubbery right here, and I think that the window's closed because I just see the shrubbery, and it's kind of dark, so I think the window's closed. Really, that chase could have gone on a lot longer. And then, since I thought it was closed, see, now I see it's open after I've already pulled back to try to dodge the killer. And I'm down. And this is where it gets extra embarrassing.
I missed my DS.
I missed my DS. Then my teammate comes to attempt to save me because, like I said, we're a duo. We always try to save each other. She ends up hooking him. Now, right behind this house is the gate that's open. My teammate opened a gate. So my hope was to come up here, get this trap off, and run through the gate. Because since she put this trap on before the gens were done, I can't escape. Anyways, I'm unlucky. It's not that one. She comes. I try to quick heal with inner strength so she, you know,
The beeping
can't just down me right away.
God damn it, dude.
She heard the beeping. I didn't think that through. Again, I played kind of shitty at the end here. And she hits me.
I'm just gonna run through the fucking gate and die then, I guess.
Yep. At that point, I just completely admit the fact that I'm dead. I run through the gate, and I just let my head pop because she found me anyway. So there was no way I was getting out. And yeah, after the match, I get a message from the Jane, saying, "Why, Kate? Why?" And I'm thinking, you know, they're talking about why did I run through the gate and let my head explode? Maybe they thought that I didn't know that that was going to happen. I don't know. But I guess that they both spectated after leaving through the hatch. So I just said because she found me anyway from the beeping, and then I just was like, nice little jab, you know, nice teamwork by the way, lol. Just peacing out after doing one generator. And they said the hatch was next to the building, lol, and you're welcome. You see why we didn't help? Smiley face. And I'm thinking, no, I don't know why you didn't help. So I say, no, actually, why? Why not? What just happened there? Okay, so what just happened there is why you didn't help before? I'm still confused. And so I said, I don't get it. Were you afraid of getting a trap on your head and not being able to escape? You know, like, I don't, because, you know, that wouldn't happen. If you get a trap after the gens are done, it doesn't matter. I didn't know if that was why. I didn't know what they were talking about. No, LMAO. I said, then what? What y'all just did? I'm still like, what? What did we do? So I said, what are you talking about? He made an attempt because you two left. I spelled two wrong. Oopsie. What else could we do? The alternative was for him to just leave me to die like y'all did. He just wanted to be a team player. And then they just said, stupidity is what I mean. LMAO. Like, I'm literally just trying to figure out what he's talking about. I'm trying to just get, like, what did we do to like, cause you, what? So stupidity is what? Okay, stupidity. So then I'm like, man, people who play this game are really rude and condescending, because they are. Stupidity for letting my head explode, or stupidity because my friend tried to save me. I didn't know what exactly. It isn't rudeness, to be honest. You were dead either way. I was more so talking about calling me stupid was rude. So I'm like, calling someone stupid isn't rude. And then, of course, they say, oh, I didn't call you stupid. I said your stupidity. I said your stupidity. I didn't say you are stupid. I mean, come on. That's... Yeah. So I just was, you know, there's a difference, I guess. And then they say, LMAO, now you're stupid. Okay. And I just said, that doesn't make any sense. You left because of my stupidity, but what happened before to cause you to leave? Now, this is the question. This is the question that I have to ask over and over again and that I never get an answer for. Because they're saying that they left, they didn't stay because of my stupidity. But everything that they're saying that I did that was stupid happened when they were spectating me when they already left. Tell me how the fuck that makes sense. Never once said you yourself are stupid. Your actions and playstyle, though, pure stupidity. And I said, what actions and playstyle? Can you elaborate? Like, what did I do before you left? What happened before you left that I did that was stupid? I watched the chases. They weren't good. Y'all play iffy. Not good loopers, in my opinion. So the only chase that you could have watched that would cause you to leave would be the one chase that I had. That was a pretty decent chase. And so at this point, I'm like, all right, I recorded the game. I'm going to go see how long the first chase I had was. 1 second. Now, I want to show y'all something really quick.
She's not on me anymore.
Is she by the house or no?
Yeah. She went to the backyard. Jane ran.
All right, I just played that little bit of audio just so you could, because I have to try to figure out when the chase started between this player and the pig. Now, the pig was on my teammate, left him to go look in the backyard, found Jane. Jane ran away, and then it must have immediately after seeing Jane ran into their teammate. So it must have started right when, right before they got hit. So right about here. So 53 seconds. See how long their chase lasts. Oh. 53 seconds to 120. So what's that, like 27 seconds? Maybe we can just round up to 30 for him, because I guess we don't really know. Maybe they saw him and then chased him for a couple seconds before. We know it wasn't that long because the pig was just on my teammate. So we'll say 30 seconds. Now, let's go figure out exactly how long my chase was. So mine started right about here. The chase music started a couple seconds before, so 6:35. We'll say to 8:03. So about a minute and 30 seconds. You know, so about let's just say a minute longer. My chase was a minute longer than that person's boyfriend / teammate. But they said that I'm a bad looper. That's what I point out here. So I told them that I had recorded the game. I was going to check it out. Yeah, and they point out that I didn't use the God window and missed DS. Like I said, all that I completely admit was shitty, but that happened after they left, so it doesn't make sense. You go do that, sweetheart. GG though. I said beginning of the game, your friend went down in 20 seconds, but they're a good looper. And then I just talk about, you know, when they started chasing me. And then they just say, funny how you go to them and you can't do it to the person calling you, or calling your choices horrible. Well, this Jane never really got chased. So they had a pretty chill game. And then I was like, so you admit your teammate must be worse than me if the chase lasts, you know, 20 versus 98 seconds. LMAO. And this is where I try to go back to the question. You still don't make any sense. You said you left because of my stupidity, but what stupid things did I do that made you think that? Read above. Okay, let's look. I've not seen it. Watch the iffy chases. What iffy chases? The one chase that I had that was a minute and 30 seconds, or the chases after you left? I don't. Said you never said that. They said I did, but go off, sis. I said where? How about read? Bye bye though. When you said you watch my chases, yeah, I thought so. Typical survivor main, big ego that can't back up their argument. LMAO. I watched your chases, they weren't good. Other teammates' chase was 78 seconds shorter, which it was. You're pretty pressed, huh? Which I guess I could see how it would seem that way, but they did message me first, and I'm just trying to get a straight answer. But that's what they do. Instead of explaining what they meant or just admitting that they're wrong, they just try to say, "Oh, you're mad." They try to get more of an emotional reaction out of you, or make it the focus somewhere else. So that's what I said. Sweetie, your chase was horrible. You missed DS and the ending was bad. Let's not forget running to an open window and then turning. What a surprise. Stupidity at its finest. All that was bad. Yeah, that was a pretty bad chase after you left. So I completely agree missing DS was bad, for sure. You had already left at that point though, right? Yet you say you left because of my stupidity. By the time you had left, I only had the one chased, so that's where what you're saying makes no sense. And again, I was saying all that like that's me admitting to them in the message that I played bad and saying, but that all happened after. And they said, you must be really pressed about your stupidity, huh? Must be a sensitive topic for you. It's cool, not everyone can do chases, hit DS. So then they just turn around and insult more. Instead of me saying, this happened after, what made you leave? Oh, don't worry, it's okay. It's okay that you're stupid and you missed DS, it's okay. But they completely ignore it. Kissy face. Again, so you completely ignore my point. Can't answer a simple question. I think you must be slow, so I see 0 point in your debate since it was answered multiple times. Where? Where was it answered multiple times? GG, well played. And I just said, and I'm typing on my phone by the way, because it's much faster. I don't usually message on the PlayStation. But what did I do to cause you to leave? You can't answer it. You constantly run from the question. Typical survivor main. I missed DS after you left. Had a rough chase after you left, but what about before? What caused you to leave? So then the boyfriend messages me, the one who went down really quick, and said, you seem very upset. I said, how so? I think you know. You're sending messages to my BF constantly because you're very mad about dying, LMAO. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't help randoms for the exact reason you both died. I said your boyfriend messaged me first, then all I said was nice teamwork because y'all pieced out. Then he said he left because of my stupidity, but he can't seem to elaborate on what that is. He also insisted I'm a bad looper, even though your chase was only 20 seconds, while mine was 98. From what I've heard, you're the one constantly asking him to elaborate and messaging him over it. We were messaging each other. Also, I lasted longer than 20 seconds and had more chases. He didn't. I don't know. I know where a God window is, bro. Yeah, I did miss the God window. Definitely right. I watched the entire game back. Your first chase was 20 seconds. LOL, everyone has good and bad chases. I get that. It'd be like your team leaving you based on your bad chase, you know? And I keep asking to elaborate because he won't. Like when he insults and I just say, okay, but what do you mean? And then it's more insults. Okay, but what do you mean? Like what happened? just more insults. I don't. It's like talking to a wall or a 2-year-old. He said the reason y'all didn't stay was because of some stupidity that he can't explain and doesn't exist. I've already admitted I played badly. After you both were gone already. And then they said, you had a trap on your head and it was active at the end. You were more than likely dead. Yes, that's an honest answer. That's what I said. See, now I understand that. Saying you left because you figured I'd die with my trap is way different than saying you left because of my stupidity, you see? That's literally the reason this silly conversation has gone on this long, because I just want to know what the hell I did that was stupid before y'all left. And then they said, I don't know what this means either. Everything else too. Now this conversation's over. And then I just said that I appreciate the content, by the way. This is definitely going on YouTube. And then he says, hell yeah. Can't wait to get 6 views. Nice little 6 views. And the reason that I have a Survivor main in the title is because in their bio it says, just a Dead by Daylight Survivor main. Shit, I could have told you that. Could have told you that from the second we started conversing. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this. I just had to post it because this happens every time that I ever try to talk to a Survivor main who is just so in their own, like, I don't even know what to call it, like insanity, where like they make a statement and like they insult you and then you're like, okay, but why? Well, what happened? Can you tell me? Can you explain? And then it's just more insults, more insults, more insults, more condescending, more sarcasm. And it's just super unproductive, and I shouldn't have humored it, but I wanted to humor it because I wanted to see if it was ever going to go anywhere or if they were just going to keep insulting. And yeah, thought it would make a good topic for a video. Anyway, let me know if you guys have had any similar experiences, and let's try to get more than 6 views in this video. Let's try to get like 26. That'll show them. I appreciate all the love and support lately, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.